Nigerian Senate suspends Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan for 6 months. Wahala. Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan's suspension is a recent and controversial event in Nigerian politics. On March 6, 2025, Akpoti-Uduaghan was suspended for 6 months by the Senate Ethics Committee, chaired by Senate President Godswill Akpabio, after she accused Akpabio of sexual assault on Arise News. The suspension was reportedly due to procedural rules violation, but Akpoti-Uduaghan has denied any wrongdoing and claimed that the suspension is a form of victimization. In response, she has filed a lawsuit against Akpabio seeking 100 billion in damages. Akpoti-Uduaghan's allegations against Akpabio has sparked widespread debate and outrage, with many calling for a thorough investigation into the matter. The suspension has also raised concern about the treatment of women in politics, the ability of victims of sexual harassment to speak out without fear or reprisal. It's worth nothing that Akpoti-Uduaghan has a history of advocating for women's rights and has been a vocal critic of corruption and injustice in Nigeria. Her suspension has been met with widespread condemnation for civil society groups and human rights organizations. Okay, in this case, I'm going to be telling you guys the public reaction based off of what this suspension, the reaction this suspension has really sparked on the internet. The suspension has sparked widespread outrage and condemnation from civil society group, human rights organization, and the general public. Many have called for Akpabio to resign as Senate president and for an independent investigation into the allegation against him. And yeah, this brought us about where people started questioning the fate of a young girl who has nobody to speak for them, who has who has no communication whatsoever in the government. And if they face this kind of judgment, it will be swept under the carpet. If a senator would be able to be facing such harassment and everything, and the only thing she got was to get a suspension for speaking up without no in-depth judgment about whatever thing that has gone on, maybe like critical judgment. If she is the one that is lying, she will face it squarely. If it's the Senate president that is lying, he will face it squarely. But no, it was just it was hurriedly done, and judgment was just passed on, and she was given 6 months suspension, saying that she violated whatever law that I do not know about. But however, okay, guys, I don't know what the fate of all these girls out there, those young girls that faces a lot of things. That means nothing can be done. Like in this 2025, nothing can be done about Nigerian judgment system. Is that what we are trying to say? That nothing properly, like in-depth, proper consideration should be done about Nigerian judgment system, because it is just like it's one-sided. Even though you feel like what the woman said is not aligning, why not give it a deeper judgment for you to understand what is happening? But anyway, guys, I want us to listen to what Simply Tasha, Big Brother Naija reality TV star, had to say about this thing that just happened, because she spoke my mind literally. But I still want you guys to listen to it, and also drop your thoughts in the comment section about what you think on this suspension that has been given to. I am not being sentimental or being, trying to be one-sided. No, but I feel like the judgment wasn't really properly passed on. From my own opinion, though, yeah, everybody is entitled to their own opinion. So from my own opinion, I feel the judgment was not really properly passed on. But I'm going to be inserting this clip of Tasha, and also you tell me what you think about what she said. Do you think she is correct? And then tell me what you think about all the shenanigans that is going on in this suspension. Do you think it's okay for them to have passed on this judgment by giving her 6 months suspension because she said that someone harassed her? And I don't know, she requested for them to have, money to check on her phone calls the phone call she had made, and that has been so, it's been a long time though. She claimed that the phone call was made between she and Mr. Senate President Akpabio, that they should trace the phone conversation between she and Mr. Senate President Akpabio. She called on the DSS to do the findings about that particular phone call and the date and the timing. And she claimed that he called her around, I say, after 12 in the midnight. I don't know. But that's what, that was what she said. But however, this has become so controversial, and it is really, really, a lot of people believed her. I don't know why. A lot of people believe her. A lot of people say she can't just come up with, lying about being harassed sexually. And yeah. But anyway, guys, this is so too much to handle for me. It's too much to handle, but I just want to come here to drop it and leave your own thoughts in the comment section, and I'll see you guys on my next video. I love you guys. Bye.
That Nigerians are not very serious people. This is what the political class understands, and that's why they can do anything and get away with it, because they know and understand that Nigerians are not very serious people. You guys don't understand the gravity of what just happened. If Senator Natasha is lying, do you understand the gravity of that? Simply means women can wake up and accuse anybody of sexual harassment, accuse any man of rape, and get away with it. It also means that men can rape, sexually harass women, and absolutely nothing will be done. That's how bad the situation is, and yet people are just there dancing around the whole issue. This is exactly the time where we have to take the bull by its horn. Do you know what this year's International Women's Day theme is? March forward for all women and girls. Why are Nigerian women not marching? Why are we all not marching? Those so-called confused individuals that call themselves Nigerian feminists, their voices is nowhere to be heard. Bunch of jokers. If it's to defend sex workers parading themselves as influencers, which I have no problem with, your titties will stand. On our titties will stand. Your voices will be heard. We will hear from you people. We go hear from Ona. We go hear Ona. You will be as loud as fuck. You're only a feminist when it benefits you. Both women and men are supposed to be at the Senate complex asking questions. To the extent that the president feels this. Do y'all understand we have 109 senators in Nigeria, and out of 109, only 4, 105 is all men. Women are not properly represented across board. We have never had a female governor. This is how disenfranchised women are. Women are always given the backseat. This is a woman that more than 100,000 people gave their votes to, gave their voices to, for her to speak on their behalf. And she's facing 6 months suspension. Oh my God, no. When 1 out of 4 female senators is making an allegation like this, it should not be swept under the carpet, and it should not be treated lightly at all, because we should see this as women being silenced. And if she is telling a lie, she should be dealt with, and dealt with properly. The number 3 citizen of Nigeria is being dragged for something that could be a lie or could be true. This needs to be cleared. It's too important of a man for a story like this to pop up and we don't get to the end of it. And if she isn't telling a lie, whoever she's accusing should be dealt with, and dealt with properly. Nigerians, I don't know what is really wrong with us people. Where did we get it wrong in this 2025? Where? If a woman of that level is struggling to get justice, struggling to be heard, then who am I? What is the fate of that average 18-year-old girl in Ibadan? Of that average 18-year-old girl in Delta State? Of that average 26-year-old girl in Sokoto? This is how we plan to stand for women. This is how we plan to do it in 2025? Nah, disappointing to say the least.